back to you. Doesn't matter what I do, she's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel for the first time in months and months and months. So I thought today I'd bring you along on a little day. I'm going out for a little hack, and then I thought we'd do kind of like an update on the ponies, what's been going on, where I've been, and then yeah, just kind of get back into normal after it, because I've missed YouTube, I've missed making longer videos. I've really enjoyed kind of getting onto TikTok and doing a lot with Instagram, but I have missed this the most, so I thought I'd get back at it. So let's feed the ponies and then go for a ride and then have a catch up. So first job first, whip her rug off and then put massage pad on, give her a little groom, put a little rug over her bum, you know, all the stuff you would do if you had a warm blood or a big competition horse. Which she is my version of that. Hey? Oh, love you. Guys, if you see a hole in my jumpers, or riding tights, however you want to call them, no you didn't. Let's ignore the big hole that shows the colour of my pants, okay? Because, as we said before, broke equestrian that has no money, so we cannot buy new things. So we're just going to rock the hole in the Equine Splendors, okay? Unless Equine Splendor want to sponsor me, that would be brilliant, but that's going to happen. Oh, hello. Good morning, you strange little pony. You're not coming with us today, sorry. No, you're not. I'm going to do some work later, which everybody I'm sure will like to watch. I'll get a little update on you. Just relax. Oh, got an itchy leg. Joys of having a clipped pony. When you get stains out, not easy, guys. Can we stretch the back leg out? Are we feeling more comfortable to do that now? Or are we still a bit tight in the old bum? This is the issue, right? Once she gets tight, it's a long time to get her to relax it. Oh, good girl! Good girl! That's the first time we've had that in a week. Good girl! Are you feeling better? Good girl! That was nice! Good pony! Yeah. So this is something that came from my physio, and she told me to use a like a, what was it called? Like a spaghetti spoon that has lots of little things in it. Just go around her muscles, because I know she locks these up really tight, which is what's happened this last week, and then she couldn't stretch her back legs up properly. But I'd never bought a spaghetti spoon, so I just go with the end of my hoof pick and go over these muscles, especially before I ride. She loves it because she thinks she's getting a nice itch, and it just warms up these muscles. am vlogging actually. Coming back to you two. Yeah, I was going to say, I've got another microphone for you on the ride if you want it. But yeah, no. But we finally stretched our back legs out. She's been like holding her legs and not, you know how normally when I pick her feet out, she normally does it for you. Yeah, she hasn't for the last week. And today she finally did. So she must be feeling... Oh. No, I'm taking forever, I know. Right, wait, I want to put boots on you. All right. Sighing at me. I know. Oh, did you? Oh, in the wind. Oh. Lay down. I know you haven't worn them for a while. I'm sorry. It's because you had so much feather I couldn't fit them on before I chopped it all off. I had to tell the vlog to excuse the big hole that shows my pants in my leggings because my mum made me go. Yeah, Mum made me go through all of my clothes the other day. What kind of step? Because I bought all my clothes. I like packed up at Jessica's pretty much and brought all my clothes over to Mum's. So she was like, "Well, we've downsized in house, so you have to downsize in your clothes." I was like, "No, I'm moving into a different part of this house. Like, I can keep as many clothes as I want." No. And she was like, "And I've been washing all of your jods, and all of them have holes in them, so you need to get rid of all of the ones with holes in them." I was like, "All the ones with holes in them are my most comfy ones. That's why they have holes in, because I wear them so often." She made me chuck away my navy equine suspenders. I know. Mother, rude. If you're watching. But yeah, so the navy equine suspenders are no more. Can I have a day? Oh, we didn't stretch up one long enough, clearly. Oh, good. Good girl. Must kiss before each ride. Yeah, I was going to say, they've started getting very lippy with each other, haven't they? You too? Yeah, you feel rather sharp today. Jack, and Becky. The clan are back together! Don't chuck me off when I'm filming. What is all the yellow flowers here again? Because it's not rape, is it? It's a special flower that Andy always talks about. Oh, maybe this is. Yeah. Because Andy always talks about us having a certain type of little yellow flower that grows on this property that doesn't really grow many other places. But maybe all of this stuff is old rape. You always used to talk about it when I first moved here, as like the little flowers that are growing on my field. Yeah. Vlog? What is this? Oh, that was a bad zooming job. Rape or special yellow flower that I have no name of. Sorry. I was also not in focus, so poor job from me. Everyone is on a mission. Oh, Jack, are we doing the first poo of the ride? Yeah, always downhill poos and always poos in every field of the ride. Whereas Nushi doesn't poo at all when you're riding her. It's very strange. What are we both snorting at? No, we really have to stop turning the corners like that and stop trying to walk sideways. Have a TROT? No, a TROT. Hey, I've got no race. Why am I doing this to myself? Oh god. Vlog, I hope this is worth it. So when I put them on Ellen the other week, it was brilliant. Listening to all of her commentary when I'm riding and I can't actually hear it is hilarious. Yeah. I still find it so funny for myself, just listening to everything that we're talking about. I don't even realise half the stuff I say. That's like my mum, if she comes to shows this year, she's having a mic on. This is a great angle. I just wanted to sort my hands off. Okay, right. Do you want, yeah. You want, you want to have a CNC off? Yeah. Yeah. Ah! Yeah! What are you doing? You can't stop!
She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a
You're
truck.
disunited horse!
She lets me pick her up
Sorry.
when we're going down.
Oh my god, that was...
My heart starts beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you
My horse is like, not again, and I'll get kicked by a patch pony again.
I'm out of my league.
Oh god.
She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her dress and I love the way she looks in my eyes.
Filming them was not ideal. I literally could stare at her. Where she kept cantering, and then I stood up and was like, oh, you're really actually quite disunited. She was like, oh yeah, my legs aren't doing the same thing. Oh Jack, that was funny. And we are back. So working. So if you didn't see the last video of us riding, that was a very fun hike. So we went to go for a little canter, and I don't know if you can actually see it in the video. Jack bronked going into canter, but his bum literally turned at Anushka. And Molly a few years ago kicked her. So she's a bit funny when people put their bums right near her. Molly was being very mean that day, wasn't she? And then we just, because I couldn't stop because I was filming, and Anushka went disunited trying to move out the way of him. And then we cut across the front of him, and yeah, I was just wetting myself. The whole thing was hilarious to me. So a very funny first proper hat hack, but the good news is my pony felt amazing. Hey, you feel like you're back to yourself? We kept it short and sweet for today. Yeah. And then we're gonna go slightly longer hike at the weekend. Get your back, and then next week back to normal. That sound good? Yes. Might finally have a job again soon. Guys, just in case you wanted to know, I'm currently unemployed. My contract ended on my job. I'm waiting for a start date of this new job that I got, but it was half term and I'm going to a school to work. Hey. So I've had 2 weeks unemployed. I'm in my 3rd week of unemployment, and I would have done 4 weeks unemployed. So please make sure you like and subscribe, because I can't actually afford the bills at the minute to go 4 weeks unemployed. That wasn't the plan. I thought I would have started on Monday after 2 weeks. So yeah, please subscribe, because I could do with these horses making a bit of money for themselves. Let me get this pony all sorted, and then we'll turn them out in the field, and then we will have a catch up with the ponies out in the field.
The way she looks in my eyes, and I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl.
Right, hopefully this will work. So, I was trying to get ignored, but for those of you that don't know, this is Anushka. She is my main riding horse, and she is going to be 10 in June. She's 14 hand, so she is little. Before her, I had a 15 hand Welsh D cross, which you guys will know from the channel, called Molly.
And here my beautiful girl is
This is Molly. She was a 15-hand Welsh Section D cross cob, and I bought her at the age of 11 with my own money, and this horse literally changed my life. I had really quite severe depression and anxiety when I was younger, and Molly is quite literally the only reason I got out of bed sometimes. She made my life worth living for a long time, and for that I literally owe her everything. She taught me everything I know about horses. Like, I did pony club before her, but that really doesn't prepare you for the day you get your own horse, and everything I've done with her over the years has taught me so much about life, but also about love, and I will miss this horse forever. She passed away last June, which was really, really, really sad, wasn't it? But you were the two that I was riding, wasn't you? And before Nushi, I had a horse, a 16-2 Irish sports horse called Joey, that I used to train to event and stuff. We did a 60 and a 70 together, and unfortunately he had kissing spine. We had surgery on him, and then, good girl, let's do some stretches. We had surgery on him, and then we found out later that he had a neurological issue which couldn't be fixed. So he was put to sleep in January of 2020, just before COVID hit. And then I had Molly just on her own for a little while, and then I found a little advert of a little Connemara after I tried quite a lot of horses again, which a couple have put me in hospital and basically just put me off of horses for life. At that point I didn't want to buy anything. I wanted a cute little project, and I found a little grey pony on Instagram. Actually, this is where I bought you from, isn't it? You were actually Instagram famous off of an influencer who, I don't really know if she's an influencer anymore, but I'll put a tag here, and I don't know if I've ever told anybody that story. But yeah, that is where Anushka came from. I saw her on Instagram and I just wanted a project. I was only supposed to have her for 6 months. It's been 6 years almost, guys. This August I would have had her for 6 years, which is crazy. And I'd literally had her for 2-3 months before we started realising, well, we moved homes, didn't we? So I bought her from Cambridgeshire. We moved all the way down to Weymouth. Then we moved out to Dorchester for you guys. I still live in Weymouth. Yes, I know, it's very exciting having treats, isn't it? So yeah, never it's in this hand. And then so we moved out to Dorch with these guys. Well, you weren't born yet, if you can see it in the background. And yeah, a couple of months after moving here, my mum was up here with me grooming the horses, and she was grooming Anushka, and she said, something kicked in your horse's belly. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And we had 2 months. We found out she was pregnant, and 2 months later, that little lady popped out. So yeah, I hadn't even owned the horse, I think maybe 4 months, and I found out she was pregnant. And yeah, bit mental, good girl. And because she was supposed to be a project for me, just to get my eye in back on horses, and then when I sell her to have a bit more money to buy something that I wanted, because, you know, I did want to be an eventer and stuff, and we have done a one-day event together, haven't we? Which was really, really fun. But yeah, it wasn't supposed to be that you were supposed to be my horse, and then I just absolutely fell in love with her. She is the coolest little mare. Oh God, we've been found out. Oh God, this could get dangerous. She's the coolest little mare, yes, hello, ever. And I absolutely love her to pieces. So she will never go anywhere now. Right. One of you is going to have to come over here. You over here. That's it. You're going to have to stand around me now. Okay. You'll want it. Oh my God, I don't like this. I don't know how people do these whole talking videos of the ponies. So as I said, Anushka was pregnant. April was born. She's actually 5 next week, which is wild. So you're going to be 5 years old next week. It's her birthday next week. Yeah, Anushka was the youngest horse I'd ever had. So obviously finding out a couple of weeks later that you bought a youngster, all right, I'm not meaning to bend your neck that much either. You bought a youngster to work with, but also to gain experience with for the first time. Is pregnant, and you're now going to have a horse from birth, which is literally what we had with you. And there's a video all about actually meeting me and the horses, but also specifically about April and her birth and that. So I can tag that and you guys can go watch that. Oh my god! Yes, okay. Okay. But the exciting updates with this are, Anushka is now back in full work. So as I said earlier, we do suspect that she has PSSM, and last year we all of us had a little break, didn't we, after Molly was put to sleep. And oh my god, I keep eating my hair. Mainly because I really struggled. I had a really big mental health knock, and I was just really struggling with I was cheated on last year, and the whole future that I was kind of planning disappeared with that person. And then obviously my horse that I'd owned for 11 years was put to sleep. So that really kind of sucked. And did you just throw that on the floor, or did you get it in your mouth? I think you got it in your mouth. Did you get it in your mouth? So yeah, that really sucked. Oh my god. This is why these guys do not get treats. This is going to take me a week to get you out of the bad habits of trying to eat me, isn't it? So yeah, okay, right. Guys, this is the last one. So let's give you this and you guys go away and I can finish updating the vlog on my own. Okay, right. That's it. So yeah, I really struggled with my mental health as well. And as much as no, she's not trying to kick me. She wants a bum scratch. No, I'm not itching the bum. No. Oh my god, carnage. You are such a little pickle. So yeah, I was really struggling with mental health. April wasn't really doing anything. We had done a show the late winter in 2024, and then last year, the updates for you. So what did Anushka do last year? We did one competition last April. It was a year ago yesterday, day before, and we won. We got 69.09% on intro 1, and that was the last competition me and Anushka did last April 2025. So yeah, and me and you, we did 2 shows last year. We did a show at EScott.Equestrian, if any of you guys know that. It was a very big venue for April's second ever show, and we did enter the, what is it called, April? What is it called? Like novice, inexperienced classes. No. They're kind of like fun classes for beginners. It said that explicitly on the schedule, that they were all fun classes for beginners. We entered the colours. You were extremely naughty, weren't you? You were fly bucking and veering and cooling and causing absolute carnage, and there was a child in there showing their pony for the first time, and I thought we were going to be asked to leave, and we got 3rd place out of 5 people. I don't know how it worked, and I'm very grateful for the judge. She was very understanding that it was your second ever show and there were lots of horses and lots of people and blah 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 blah, and April, please back up. Good girl. And yeah, oh my god, this video is going to be awful. But yeah, they were very understanding, and you actually, I was quite impressed. We'd been waiting for like 40 minutes because they were running really behind, and but it was, well, they weren't running behind. Obviously with shows you don't get time, so compared to what I thought they were going to be running at for the number of people in the classes, bearing in mind I've only ever done local shows in my life and this was a bit of a next step up, yeah, we got ready way too early basically. Hey, the 3 a.m. start wasn't really quite needed. So then we did that show. Then we went to Dorset County show. I really wanted to take her to another show. This was the only one I knew. I like enjoying the show on the day anyway, so it was just a bit of experience for April. It was very stressful, wasn't it? But well, she was actually very good. We went to both of these shows with Evie and Acorn. So you were actually quite attached to them, weren't you? Because you were going in the trailer with Acorn, and we'd been doing a lot of work preparation for it with Acorn. You beautiful little pony. And we didn't have a beard, did we? Hey, you were a lot prettier then. Yes. So yeah, we were very prepared in the sense of I kind of know what I was doing. But when I went to Kingston Moorwood the year before, you've just probably burst everybody's eardrums knocking at that microphone. When we went to Kingston Moorwood the year before, it was just us, and she wasn't calling for anybody or anything, and she seemed a lot less stressed, and I think it's because she was on her own. Whereas when we went to Chard and to Dort Show, hello, well, that's what all us locals call it, I don't know, because it's show in Dort. We all live there, but Dorset County Show. And when we went there, because we were with Acorn in the trailer, I think she was just like, where is my best friend? Because Acorn's a New Forest, you're a weirdly put together, uneven coloured thing. You go in the, what is it? A colours class, but not like the normal colours. She has to go in like the special colours class because she's not a patchy pony, basically. You're not a piebald, are you? Hey, you're a weird speckly thing. Oh, still very bright. So yeah, because we had to go in separate classes, but then also the rings were right next to each other. The warm-up was stressing her out, so I couldn't have a trot in the warm-up because there were so many ponies everywhere. And then, okay, no, that's maybe no. Let's leave that alone. Back up. Good. You start groundwork is paying off. And then we went into the ring, and there was these really, really nice, classy, cool ponies that were, yeah, very lovely. And there was us, the little hillbillies, the absolute chaos in the corner. And when I was a kid, I was always that person that was like, whoa, they can't control their horse, stay out of the way of them. I'm that person, right? When I take this horse to shows, I am the person that everybody avoids because their horse is an absolute psychopath. So yeah, we're going in the go around, like walking around, whole group of people. You were getting a bit fed up, weren't you? Then we had to do our individual, you know, when you like trot from front to back. Well, I don't know if you know, if you do in-hand showing, you basically, everyone walks around, then you change the rein sometimes, and then they're like, can you trot to the back? Everybody halt here, and then you're going to trot around to the back. So we were like, yeah, cool. Trotted round. It's really lovely. If I can, I'll put the video here. I was trotting around, then we got to where Evie is with Acorn in the other class, and she went, oh my god, I think that might possibly be my friend. Let me just rear and have a better look, and clocked me on the head. Didn't you? So we were a little bit naughty there, and then she was getting really, really fidgety, waiting, because she was then obviously pulled last because she was a naughty little bugger. And then, yeah, everybody does like your line up, so she was pulled in last, and then we had to wait until the very end to do her individual show. She was actually quite good in her individual show, and the judge was like, is she quite young? And I said, yeah, she's only 4, like this is only her 3rd ever show. And she was like, well, compared to that, she is actually behaving quite well, but obviously because of all these old ponies here, she is going to look less. And I was like, yes, that is totally fine, and thank you for the feedback, my lovely woman. You were very good. We did get placed last. There were only 7 people in the class, so I only missed out on a rosette by 1 place. And they did try and get me a special rosette, but they didn't have any. And the lady was like, she's really cool, and her colours are really cool, but just because of behaviour. Because you're naughty, aren't you? You're so naughty. They couldn't place her, which is totally fine by me. So that's kind of April's update of what she was up to. And then now this pony is a riding pony. She is in the process of being backed, aren't you, or being started, whatever you want to call it. So you had your 5th ever ride under saddle. So let me go back. In the last set of kind of vlogs and stuff, you itchy as well. In the last set of vlogs that you guys would have seen before I had my big break, mental breakdown and break from social media and everything, you guys would have seen kind of the April starting journey. So I was posting those videos quite regularly of my cousin like leaning over and me lunging her and blah blah blah. And then this year I bought her a saddle. Finally found the one on Facebook Marketplace. You stay still, phone. Don't spook my pony. Yeah, I've been looking for a very specific saddle for a long time, and I didn't have much money, and then boom, one popped up out of nowhere. This is very shaky, sorry, the wind is really pushing that. and it was quite inexpensive, and yeah, went and picked it up literally the day after the lady put it online, and she's now being backed. She's had a saddle on, doing all our groundwork, and then Evie rides her. At the minute it's about once a week. She's away this week though, but she rode on Monday. So yeah, she's being ridden like once a week, and then I do lots of groundwork with her saddle on, or riding leads and stuff like that, lunging her, and she's going from strength to strength. So at the minute she's like learnt that leg on means go. She's learning that a little like weight change and a little bit of movement on the bit means stop. She's learning about turning with the rider on. We went out for our first ever hack the other day, so I led Anushka on foot and I led her. At the minute I'm still leading her because she does get a little bit nervous, and then Evie is just walking on foot. What am I talking about? Evie's riding her. But yeah, that is kind of the goal at the moment and how things are working. So that's a big update on you. Hello. That is the big update on her. Jesus, what have I started? Can you tell this one's got what do they call it? What do they call it? Homebred syndrome. Where they just walk all over you. You don't have any manners from a pony that you've sat in your dressing gown with and let them lay on your lap, do you? But there they go, off for their nice day. They're gonna groom each other now, cuties. We can go have a look at them in a second. But yeah, that's kind of an update on me. Well, the ponies. Me, I am. What am I doing with my life? I'm unemployed. Hence why I'm up here on a Wednesday in the middle of the day doing nothing. I'm hopefully starting my new job in the next week or two, and then I'm currently going to therapy to help with my depression and anxiety. I'm currently going through the process of getting a diagnosis of ADHD and potentially autism, as we believe I have potentially both, and quite contradictory on myself, which is why I do kind of struggle a little bit more with certain things, which is totally fine, and it's just nice to discover a little bit more about my brain and why I think things the way I do. And like I just want to learn more about me, really, and who I am and what I actually enjoy, because I feel like quite a lot of the time I do a lot of stuff because I know other people are happy when they do it, so I do it because I like seeing them happy. So this year's more just about learning everything that makes me happy and doing stuff that I actually enjoy this year. And yeah, that mostly means doing stuff with these two and filming and doing stuff like that, and kind of getting back to the place that I was in 2024. I feel like I really found myself a bit in 2024, and then things went a bit pear-shaped. And then yeah, the rest of this year's plans are to lose weight for my health, but also for the pony's sake, for Anushka's sake, and so that one day I might be able to ride April, because I'm not sitting on her or riding her whilst I'm this big. And it's more of a like personal preference. Like if I didn't want to lose weight, I'd go buy a bigger horse, because then I wouldn't have to. But I love my pony, and this is it's a mental health kind of situation. As the depression gets better, the binge eating will hopefully get better, but also very particular about fit. Anyway, that's all irrelevant information that you guys don't really need to know. But lose weight, get fit, have a good job, save some money, have fun with my ponies, do lots of fun stuff. I want to get back to competing this year. I want to go do some prelim tests, because oh my god, I don't even know if you guys will know that we can canter on the right rein now. Well, we can canter on the right rein now. We cracked that last year. I don't know if that was in vlogs. But yeah, so I can actually enter a prelim finally and probably canter a whole show jumping course, because I can go on both reins and actually turn a corner. But yeah, so hopefully this year have some fun things. I'm not planning on doing any eventing this year. If I do, it'll be next year. But my most important goal in mind to me of next year is I want to go to America. So the idea is me and Evie are going to go on a 2.5 week trip to Montana in America. We're going to fly into Calgary in Canada and then a road trip down into Montana, and we're going to stay on a really pretty ranch in Montana, and we'll be there for a week, and then we'll have like another week of road tripping through a bit more of Montana before flying home, because kind of that Western life is something that really speaks to me. I love farm life in the UK, don't get me wrong, but there's something very different about the way it's doing things on horseback, just the way it's done, and I want to go and experience it. And I mean, one day I'd love to move there, so watch the space, you never know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So thank you guys so much for watching. It was so nice to be back in touch with vlogging and being back on YouTube, and I hope to see you guys next week, because I already have a video filmed for next week. So yeah, nice to see you all again, and make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch up with you guys next week. Bye!